miss my childhood home so much. I guess that's kind of the thing once you grow up, that you don't get to come to your childhood home as often. Sometimes your childhood home is just gone. Sometimes your parents sell it. Sometimes your parents get divorced. Something happens. We bought this house back in 2008 or 2009. I was either 8 or 9 years old. I don't really remember now. But this place was dumb. It was like a genuinely terrible house. When we bought the house, it was just a dump. Nothing about it was nice. And I remember we were upset when we bought the house because we didn't have a vision for it. My dad thankfully did. But it just wasn't, in our eyes, a house. We grew up in a very rich area, and we grew up seeing our friends have mansions for homes, that it became kind of like something you compared it to. And honestly, we were unappreciative of it at the beginning. But this is our first house. My mom lives here now with my sister, which is amazing. And I only come and visit. I kind of started living on my own when I was 18, when I went off to college. And honestly, I kind of forgot about this house. Not forgot about it, because of course I came to visit, but it always loomed in the background. It was never something I really missed. But this is our childhood home. Now that I'm here for a little bit, I've come to appreciate it a lot more. Just sitting down here, I can look at any point in this yard and remember a great memory. This avocado tree, my dad had myself and my sister planted. Told ourselves if anything ever happened, if we ever had any beef, we'd come and we'd sit at this tree. This tree's come a pretty long way. It's pretty cool. But sometimes I feel like we forget about this tree. But right here you can see a beautiful Lucky. This was my dad's version of a grill. The idea was that this furnace, if you ever had a big party and you wanted to fry up like a whole pig or a whole turkey, that it was just like a rotisserie, so it has like a chimney and everything. We used this probably once, never again, and now we use it as storage. Beautiful piece of this house is this old, beautiful, huge mango tree. I can't even fit it in the whole frame. Every year, no joke, this could easily drop upwards of 1,000 mangoes, maybe even more. Maybe I am completely underestimating how much this brings out, but this tree just produces so much fruit and life that it is insane. You can see the basketball hoop that I put up when I was 9 years old. I loved basketball for 2 years, then I realized I'm not gonna grow past 5'7", and never played again. It's still there, it's still standing. I dug a hole there once. I am not kidding when I tell you it was probably like a 4 to 5 foot deep hole. Had to fill it back up though. We used to have a sink here. I would use any excuse I had to come back here and just wash my hands or use this sink. We don't have it there anymore, but I thought it was pretty cool. Like, who has a counter outside in their backyard? The idea was that we can make food out here or prepare stuff. I think we used it maybe 3-4 times, but it was so cool. Like, I remember as a kid, I grew up having so much space, and because this was our home, we had the liberty to build whatever we wanted and add whatever we wanted without anyone telling us not to. So I had this whole idea of freedom of expression. I could build stuff out here. I could dig a hole, like I said, and no one could stop me. This was my house. I have a pretty fond memory of my friend Eden and I. We were just playing soccer here once. It was just a great day, but that was one of the best memories I had right there. And the sunsets. For some reason, it's just the sunsets were perfect every time. Something about this house just always had a charm to it. It was tiny, but it was just perfect. There's that sunset. But overall, I can't complain. This was the perfect house to grow up in. It was small and quaint, and everything about it just made it seem like a home. Since we've moved here in 2008, this has not changed much. It has the original kitchen that we put in when we first built the house. This has definitely changed recently. Kind of like a cozy area. Keep the laundry in there. My childhood bedroom. Same layout, same everything. A tiny room that fit all my needs. One place I've never been is this attic. I've never gone up there. I don't plan to ever go up there. Let's keep it that way. There's a little wall of memories. The kids. Here we have my mom. That's when we celebrated 20 years of being in the United States. When I graduated high school. Should definitely put a more modern picture, but this is probably our favorite. Our grandma and our grandfather, them just dancing. I miss my childhood home. There's just this sparkle and charm and love that's in this house that I wish I could stay in forever. Unfortunately, that's not how growing up works. The new goal, ideally, is to find a home that gives this feeling and make it my own. So I'm looking for wherever that journey takes me. Whether that be a new city, a new house, a new place, new roommates, new friendships, wherever that may be, I gotta find that place for myself. I can't keep coming back. Of course you can't come back, but I need to make something of my own. And I guess that's the next part of the journey. Can't keep going back to the past because it's whatever's familiar. I gotta figure out the future. So, that's where we're off to. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm very appreciative for my first house. I guess what I'm trying to say here is appreciate the things you have. Just enjoy the little things. You never know how long they might last. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.